Hey, BassGeek here, and today we're going to talk about fishing the Hypotwist. All right, guys, so before we get into talking about fishing a little bit of topwater and the rod, reel, and line setup, I want to talk to you about the mystery tackle box. Now, guys, as you know, every single month I get a mystery tackle box pro sent to me from Mystery Tackle Box. We've been a partner now for well over a year, and what I like to do with this is give it away to you. We'll pick one bait. I'll tell you how to set it up from rod, reel, line, all the way down to retrieve and places you should be targeting. But before we get into that, let's talk about Mystery Tackle Box. Now, you can get your own Mystery Tackle Box every single month just by clicking on the link down in the description, and you can get that first box for dirt cheap. So make sure you go click on that link if you're interested in picking up a mystery tackle box. All right, guys, so the very first thing is the Westin Hypotwist, and this is really a lot like a sprinkler frog or whatever they are, but pretty much the same thing. Got the same kind of paddle tail on the end. It's just a little more kind of in that bait fish profile. Now, as always, you're going to get your card, which is going to tell you what they retail for. Everything in the box retails for. One of the things that I find really cool that they've just started doing is they've just started putting in this, which actually tells you the places to target on your lake or pond. And of course, they're talking about the Hypotwist on the back. You got the Dibble Digest with some more tips. And you've got one of my actual, these guys are actually some friends of mine, Hoax Fishing and the Scam Shad. And I'm telling you guys, you need to check this bait out. It's crazy, but you can walk the dog underwater with it. It's got an incredible action. I've met these guys at some years and years ago at some of the expos that I get to go out and do. So if you ever see them, make sure you go check them out. They make some really cool products. Now, here's kind of a, and I'm really interested in this. You know, this is a flat banger. It's actually a flat-sided square bill. Now, that's pretty neat. By the Guggen Squad. Use your Yoziri. And, man, I'm telling you, if you guys are not a believer in Yoziri, again, another one of my friends, Brandon Card, he is a big Yoziri guy. This is a sinking Yoziri. It is a... basically a Vibe 60 lipless crankbait. Man, they make some good products. Now, here's from Dobbins. This is their football head jig, black and blue. Can't go wrong with that. You've got some Eagle Claw laser sharp. These are the needle points, you know, 3/0 offset worm shank hook or worm hooks. Here in black and blue is the Hoax Fish Scam Shad. And you know, you get a couple other things. There's a couple other offers in here. As always, this time they got a few different stickers in there, and looks like somebody's going to get a shirt too. So anyway, that's everything that come in this month's box. It's a pretty decent box. You know, jigs, square bills. Great fall box, top waters. What else do you need? All right, let's tie this thing on. I'll show you the rod, reel, and line that I'm going to use to try and catch some fish with this thing. By the way, the other thing is, guys, make sure you go check out the new BassGeek shirts. BassGeek Nation, the BassGeek Pride design. Make sure you go check them out. Man, they come in long sleeves, hoodies, you name it, they're out there. Go check them out. I love this new design. All right, now let's talk about our rod, reel, line setup. Now, guys, this is pretty much the same thing I would use for a whopper plopper. For me, you know, I'm going to use anything from a medium. For this, I'm going to use a medium heavy, but it's going to have a nice soft tip on it, okay? So this is a medium heavy. I like a 6/8 to 1. This is a loose LFS. That's what I like, all right? So a loose LFS. This is my JB Custom Stinger. This is a spiral guide. And guys, you guys have seen me use this in some of the other videos. This thing will cast a mile. But again, any regular, medium heavy, fast action. Now again, I like a little softer, medium heavy, fast action because we've got the treble hooks. Make sure your drag's set right. 6/8 to 1. That doesn't let me or let me overpower it. You can get away with a 7 all day. 7/0 to 1, 7/1 to 1. That'll work just fine. But 6/8 to 1 for me, it's just a little bit slower. I can speed it up when I need to. I can slow it down when I need to, and it doesn't overpower this bait. Line, generally, I'm going to throw mono if I'm around some grass, even just submergent grass, which I'm around today. A lot of times I'm going to go straight braid. Right now I do have a mono leader, so I may go straight braid if that grass is submergent. I may go a mono leader of say 8 to 10 feet. But right now I've just got straight mono on, and it'll work fine if they come up and hit it. The grass is enough to where I can keep them out of it. Other than that, I guess now we can talk about where to fish it and what type of retrieve I like. Now guys, I know you can't see it, but there's a lay down in the water right here. And so one of the things that we're going to do, and what's funny is we just seen something break there. And so that's one of the areas that I'm going to target. These lay downs, anything like this lake has a lot of grass in it, but anything that is going to be different in that grass is what I'm going to target. Now, that's one thing I'm also going to do. I'm going to make sure that I make multiple casts down this lay down. Because the thing of it is sometimes those fish will see it go by them once and they won't hit it, but a lot of times they'll come up the second time and lay waste to it. Now guys, this isn't something, because of the treble hooks, you're going to want to throw right up into the worst of the stuff, but it's really great to cover water with. And a nice steady retrieve. Now this place is actually great. And what's really great about this is you can reel it slow. You can even stop it, start it, because it floats. You can pick up the pace. So you can change up that retrieve, and that is a big, big deal. So one of the things you can do, and what's great about this bait, is when you're around cover, you can literally pop it and stop it. So you can fish this thing a host of different ways. Guys, they come in a ton of colors. This is sort of a bluegill color, one of my favorite colors for a lake like this. It's got a lot of bluegill in it. It's also got a lot of rainbow trout in it, so that little bit of purple right there would do very well in this lake. The other thing is they've got it in bone. That's the other color that I'm a big, big fan of. Bone seems to work anywhere, anytime. All right, guys, so make sure you check this out. Like I said, this is really neat, especially if you're fishing maybe one of those sprinkler frogs or whatever the hell they're called, and they're swiping and missing. They won't miss these treble hooks. All right, guys, so how are you going to win this month's mystery tackle box? Well, it's real simple. All you have to do is put hashtag mystery tackle box in the comment section below, and you'll be entered to win. So make sure you put hashtag mystery tackle box, all one word, spelled out. Hashtag mystery tackle box. Guys, thanks for all the help. And by the way, just so you know, I've missed a few videos here lately, and over the course of the next month, it's probably going to be hit and miss as far as the videos. Stick around, pretty please. I promise I'll do everything I can. But finally, after 2 years, we're getting our house built. I am a loser living at home with his mom right now. Me and my wife are roommates with my mom and dad. I want to say thanks to my mom and dad, by the way. And the house is being put in. We're putting a modular in, so we can't wait for that. But hopefully it should be, for the most part, done. We've got to get all new furniture and everything. But I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. And I want to apologize for not getting enough content and fishing stuff out there for you. The next fishing video ought to be fun. Like I said, make sure you go check these shirts out. Not water resistant, but you know, held up pretty good for the swim I took today. Anyway, as always, questions and comments in the comment section below. Hashtag mystery tackle box to be entered. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And as always, thank you, BassGeek Nation. You guys rock.